Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving right into a complete home golf practice setup. You know the drill, we're looking at how this system lets you dial in your swing mechanics without, actually having to drive out to the course or shell out for endless buckets of range balls. Let's just get right into it. So here's our game plan for today. We'll start with the complete practice setup, move on to how it simulates a real course, check out the heavy-duty engineering, talk about its crazy versatility, and finally wrap up with the quick and easy assembly. All right, kicking things off with Section 1, the complete practice setup. Basically, it's everything you need, right in one bag. So check this out. When it's fully assembled, it's this massive 10 by 7 foot all-in-one hitting area. I mean, when you're trying to really work on your driving or chipping, having a target area this big, it's a total game changer. It gives you that psychological green light to just let it rip. You can swing through the ball without holding back, completely stress-free about missing the net. Breaking down exactly what's in the package, it totally equips you right out of the gate. You're getting the massive 10 by 7 foot net, a super versatile tri-turf golf mat, 5 golf balls, a rubber tee, 4 ground stakes to lock it down, and a large capacity carrying bag. And look, why this matters is simple, right? It literally eliminates the headache of piecing together a practice station from 5 different sporting goods stores. It's the whole shebang. Moving right along to Section 2, simulating the real course. This is how we bring the fairway straight to your home. Now, the absolutely crucial thing to remember here is the number 3. Why? Because it represents the 3 distinct types of turf engineered directly into the practice mat. Let's be real. If you actually want your practice to translate to lower scores on the real course, hitting off a single perfectly flat piece of fake grass just isn't going to cut it. Real golf happens in all sorts of varying conditions. And you can see how this mat tackles that. It's built to mimic real grass environments. You've got a 40mm T-turf section for when you're smashing the driver, a 20mm rough section for those tricky recovery shots, and an 18mm fairway section for your irons. Plus, all of this is sitting on top of an extra thick 10mm shock-absorbing EVA rubber base. That's a huge deal because it gives you the cushioning you actually need to protect your wrists and clubs when you're putting in those heavy reps. So once you strike the ball off that premium mat, it flies right into this multi-target system. It has a central bullseye and 4 surrounding pockets. This is absolutely fantastic for training because it catches different flight paths and gives you instant visual feedback on your accuracy. You're not just, hitting blindly into a giant sheet. You are actively practicing your shot shaping and your aim. Okay, Section 3, engineered for high durability. This thing is built to withstand some serious high-speed impact. Man, anyone who's ever used a cheap golf net knows that absolute heart-stopping terror of a golf ball punching straight through the fabric, usually heading right for a neighbor's window. Standard inferior fabrics just rely on poor quality nylon meshes that tear and these super thin frames that can easily snap under the stress of a solid drive. No thanks. To completely counter that nightmare scenario, the manufacturer highlights some serious engineering upgrades here. We're talking borders made of 600D encrypted Oxford cloth and a heavy 270-gram high-density net designed specifically for massive shock absorption. And holding the whole thing together? These 0.45-inch diameter fiberglass rods. Compared to brittle, cheap frames, these provide superior high-tensile strength and flexibility, so they safely absorb the shock of literally your strongest shots. Section 4. Practice anytime, anywhere. Let's talk about some unmatched location versatility. Just imagine transforming almost any space into your own private driving range. The footprint of this setup easily drops into totally different environments. We're talking a sunny park, right inside your living room, out in the courtyard, or even on the concrete of your garage. Because it's a freestanding dome design, you don't have to permanently bolt it to a wall or mess up your property. It is incredibly adaptable to whatever space you actually have. And because it adapts so seamlessly to both indoor and outdoor spots, there's a huge practical takeaway here. It literally eliminates the need for those time-consuming daily visits to the course. It's safe enough for the living room, but rugged enough for the backyard. Plus, because of that universal appeal, it honestly makes a pretty perfect gift for the golf fanatic in your life. Finally, Section 5, quick and easy assembly. Taking it from the bag straight to the swing. Let's be totally honest for a second. If a training aid takes like an hour to set up, you're just not going to use it. It'll collect dust. But this features an intuitive 4-step setup process designed to get you out of that carrying bag and into your practice stance in mere minutes. Oh, and absolutely 0 specialized tools required. The whole process is super logical. Step 1, you just slide the durable fiberglass rods together. Step 2, you thread those continuous rods right through the net's built-in sleeves. Step 3, insert the base pins into the rods, and if you're outside battling the wind, go ahead and secure it with the metal ground stakes. And finally, step 4, just hang up the target cloth using the simple loop attachments. Easy peasy. So, we've covered the heavy-duty engineering, the multi-turf mat that simulates everything from the fairway to the rough, and that incredibly easy pop-it-up-anywhere setup, which leaves us with one final pretty exciting question. How will you use this equipment to master your swing at home? Are you going to perfect your drive out in the garage or dial in your short game in the backyard? The power to improve is literally right in your hands. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. Until next time, keep learning and keep swinging.